Hey, it's Marius. I'm back at again with some more beatdowns fights videos, and like I said, I do 3 each day. Sometimes I'm gonna do 4 if I feel like it. So each video I say I like doing these videos, and I just love doing these videos, and I just enjoy doing these, and it gets my creative thinking out, and I do fresh new fights each day, and I do 3 videos like I just said. Because if I just do one, I like to get multiple videos out and just tell them what fights I think of are worth mentioning out there in the world. So basically, for example, if I take like David Cornsweet's Superman versus like Shia LaBeouf from the new Fantastic Four. So let's get into it. So the fights I got here, the first one is a vehicle fight between the Chopper from Halo against the Speeder Bike from Star Wars. After that one got Chewbacca versus the Mandalorian. After that one got Knuckles against Dash Par. After that fight got King Shark against the Mark 1 suit of Iron Man. After that one got the Mantis armor from Halo 4, but against the Ragnarok suit from the Megasoul game. And the last one is Jason Voorhees versus Scream. So who wins these fights? Well, I can find out here. So the thing between the two vehicles here, the Chopper and the Speeder Bike, the Chopper has very powerful defenses, like with the blasts and all that. But the Chopper is surprisingly powerful though as a vehicle. Like basically in the Halo video games, which I'm a big fan of those games, the Choppers are definitely very powerful though. Like they got their powerful blasts, but they do have designed for combat though. But the thing with the speeder bike is the speeder bikes are definitely my top 5 favorite Star Wars vehicles here. But speeder bikes, like, obviously have the speed and agility though. But the thing with the speeder bikes, they're basically a whole lot more faster than the choppers though. But they have pretty accurate blasts too. But the thing is with the speeder bike is it can actually use that speed advantage and keep on blasting the chopper and take it out of commission. It is a close vehicle fight between the two vehicles because they're both very powerful vehicles in their own universes. Like the chopper has the boost and all that, but stealing the speeder bike would win that fight though. So the next fight is Chewbacca against the Mandalorian. So this is an interesting fight because Chewbacca is obviously physically strong now, like he's a Wookiee, but he does have some serious punches. Like he's very powerful when it comes to punching power. Like basically he can just send stormtroopers flying with his punches. Like in that movie, I think it was The Empire Strikes Back, he was actually sending stormtroopers flying with his punches. But when the movies progressed in The Force Awakens, his bowcaster can send stormtroopers flying. So Chewie is obviously very strong though, but Mando is obviously more skilled here. Like the Mandalorian is very skilled when it comes to fight. It obviously has the flying advantage because it has the jetpack, but Mando has all cool gear and weapons though, and gadgets. But the thing is, though, I think because when it comes to strength and all that, Chewie obviously has that advantage. Just the strength, Chewie's thrown around when it comes to a fight. Like, basically, like, Chewbacca is always going to be the muscle of the team, but he's obviously very strong, but it's that bowcaster is the kicker here. And that can definitely send the Mandalorian flying too. Like basically when IG-11 send Mandalorian with a blast with his blasters, the kicker is Chewie can do the exact same thing. Maybe a little bit more damage with that bowcaster. This is a very close fight between the two here, but I'm pretty sure Chewbacca would win that fight. So the next fight is basically two speedsters going head to head. It's Knuckles against Dash Par. So Dash from the Incredibles movies, he's obviously very fast here. Like he's obviously very tough and durable, but he can stun guards with his speed punches, super speed punches. But I think the main problem for Dash is Knuckles just has more power here. Like Knuckles is tough enough to take attacks with Shadow and Sonic, quite easy too. But Knuckles Ozzy has very tough. Like I was watching the Knuckles show on Amazon Prime, but the thing is, it kept having ads pop up every single second, so it was kind of hard to watch that show. But the two in the first two episodes of Knuckles, he can actually have a matchup against anyone he needs to. But I think between the two here, I think Knuckles is still stronger and tougher. At two here, he can definitely send Dash flying with his punches and throw that in the mix with his electric attacks. I think Knuckles would win that fight. So the next fight is King Shark against the Mark 1 suit. So the Mark 1, the very first Iron Man suit, was obviously designed for combat here. It's obviously very tough, it's obviously very strong, but it can shoot rockets and has flamethrowers. But King Shark is obviously stronger here. Like, in the 2021 Suicide Squad movie, King Shark is very ruthless when it comes to a fight. Like, he can basically, like, straight up overpower people with his strength. But he was able to munch on Starro. King Shark was the only one who was able to injure Starro, but was tough enough to take an attack from Starro, got thrown into a building. So that's impressive. But he could take bullets, and that didn't even phase King Shark. It just made him even more angry. But I think between the two, the Mark 1 and King Shark, I think King Shark will use his strength and basically overpowering the Mark 1 when it comes to his strength and just tear it apart with his teeth. It is a close fight, but I think King Shark would win that fight though. So this is an interesting fight. It's the Mantis armor from Halo 4 against the Ragnarok suit from the Microsoft game. So the Mantis armor from Halo 4 is obviously very durable and is very powerful. It has chamber rockets and a legit main gun attached to it. But the Ragnarok suit from the Microsoft video game has it mounted on rocket launcher, like on the shoulder, and has some pretty powerful defenses. Like the Mantis armor, you might want to argue it's they can like stomp and do some damage. But I think the Ragnarok suit just has more better weapons attached to it, so I think the Ragnarok suit would win that fight. So the last fight is a horror fight. It's between Jason Voorhees and Scream. So if these two horror characters went head to head, who would win? So Jason is obviously very strong here. He's obviously very tough, but he can take point blank bullets no problem. Like shotguns to machine guns. That's insane. Like Jason Voorhees is obviously a Roman wrecking crew, but the thing with Scream, you may not think he's that strong though, but he's obviously very aggressive and violent fighter in his own movies. But because Jason is really durable and he went up against Freddy Krueger, I think that's just a better track record here. Like Scream might be the exact same thing, kind of like Freddy, but Jason overpowered Freddy, but I think because it's a machete versus a knife fight, I still think Jason would win that fight. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, so bye for now.